P2B exposed Nigerian government, letting people to know that there is no way somebody will be kidnapped, kept somewhere, and they are using phones to negotiate with his family. In this time and age, if he is sick, they will even invite doctor to go and treat him, but police will claim that they don't know where they are. He said that we should forget it. You know, P2B has a good record during his time in office in Anambra State. He had a good record in area of security then. But before we go on and allow the video to play, let's just look into this news. Terrorists demand weapons, money, concessions on future Nigerian laws to release abducted Oyo school children. This was what we saw on the breaking news today on Sahara Reporters. Terrorists are dictating to Nigerian government what they must do, or otherwise they will continue be kidnapping, detaining and beholding school children and other people they have been kidnapping captive. Tell me, which country have you seen something like this? Why won't they detect to government with boldness, since they are being pampered, rehabilitated and be given amnesty and being reintegrated into society, and some of them are recruited into Nigerian military? Tell me why they will not give order to Nigerian government with their audacity, detecting to Nigerian government what they must do, or otherwise things will continue to go the same way it is going. Which country in this world have you seen government treating terrorists with kid glove apart from Nigeria? People that have displaced millions of Nigerians, unalived millions of people in Nigeria. You will catch them instead of sending them to the judgment for them to face their consequences. You are releasing them, rehabilitating them, and reintegrate them back to society, calling them citizens of Nigeria, prodigal sons, making references to Bible. Why the innocent citizens of Nigeria are being displaced every day by these people? Let's listen to what P2B said about how government is treating these people. We all could remember when P2B was in office, how he treated kidnappers in the state to the point that everybody was moving freely, even in midnight, with no single fear. How was P2B able to catch all the kidnappers in Anambra State to the point that all of them fled from the state then? Because if you kidnap them, they will track you and get you arrested. All the kidnappers that were operating them, all of them were tracked and arrested. How was P2B able to do that? And almighty Nigerian government cannot do the same. Listen to what P2B said before we continue.
You cannot tell me today that anybody can say that somebody is kidnapped, kept somewhere, and they're using phone to negotiate with his family. In this time and age, if he's sick, they even invite doctor to go and treat him, but police doesn't know where they are. Forget it. Let me tell you, one thing that we must decisively and aggressively deal with is the issue of security. Insecurity is number one thing that is impacting Nigerian economic growth today. And you need to deal with it as quickly as possible. And I assure you, when I said I'm going to be in charge, that is top of my desk, we will deal with it decisively. People will say, so how are you going to deal with it? You need to overhaul the entire security architecture. Ensure that it is put in place aggressively, including having multi-level policing, federal, state, community. Train them properly, equip them properly, and provide them with modern gadgets. It is there. You cannot tell me today that anybody can say that somebody is kidnapped, kept somewhere, and they're using phone to negotiate with his family. In this time and age, if he's sick, they even invite doctor to go and treat him, but police doesn't know where they are. Forget it. We are not going to take that for one day. Go and check what I did with security in Anambra State. go and ask people. And I made sure that all communities in Anambra State, everyone had community security system paid from the office of the governor. We provided every community vehicle, a pickup vehicle, brand new, with gadgets for security purposes. No state in this country has done that. Every community, I didn't say police army, we provided police, army for every single community. And I can assure you, we will do exactly that, because at the heart of whatever we're going through today is security, and it must be decisively dealt with.
Peter Obi had a good record in the issue of security when he was governor of Anambra State. I could remember he didn't give chance to kidnappers in the state because he defeated Ngige in the court and took over the governorship of the state. Before he took over, when Ngige was Anambra State governor, there was high level of kidnapping in the state then, to the level that people were afraid of coming to their villages, traveling to their towns during festive period. Peter Obi came in after defeating Ngige in court. What Peter Obi did to kidnappers then was so terrible. I don't know how he was able to track them. The security architecture in Anambra State was so solid. Immediately he assumed office, he began to track all the kidnappers, those kingpins that were terrorizing Anambra State then. All of them were caught. All of them were tracked and dealt with. He made kidnapping business then uninteresting. If you kidnap, they will track you. Not only tracking the person, they will send the person to hell, and government will take over all his assets, all his money in the bank, all his properties will be demolished and be seized. The people that went to kidnapping business, all of them ran away from the states. He made everything for them less important. If you kidnap, most that they will track you. No matter where you hide, even if you run away from the states, they will locate you and track you. Peter Obi dealt with kidnappers mercilessly when he was in office. People started coming home celebrating Christmas festivity with no fear of being kidnapped. The entire Anambra State was so calm. Everywhere was calm because he didn't give them chance to operate kidnapping business in the state. I think Nigerian government is supposed to work with Peter Obi. Peter Obi really has everything it takes. He has the intelligence, he has everything. He knows everything how to deal with these people. But he has not been given chance. Even if he is not in charge of government, there are some extent the security situation in the country will deteriorate and government will seek for advice, even from the opponent. Peter Obi has every information. He knows every information. He has every information needed to track and arrest or deal with these people.